In the previous example, we had a base class and we had two derived classes, derived 1 and derived 2, and we were inheriting the base class using the public access specifier. Okay, so in this programming exercise we will inherit it as a protected base class and see what will happen. So let us remove this derived 2. Derived 1 is sufficient for our understanding. Okay, so we have this base class, we have protected data members I and j, we have public member functions set ij and show ij. Okay, and we are deriving or inheriting this base class as protected. Okay, so what will happen? The protected data members will remain protected data members in the derived class also, and the public data members will also become protected data members of this class. Okay, and this class, derived class, also has its own protected data member k, and it has got its public data members set k and show k. Okay, so let us remove this code related to derived 2 class. Okay, and now let us try to run this. So it is giving us an error. What are we doing here? We are trying to access this set ij through object of derived 1 class. Okay, so set ij is there in the base class, so it has been derived by this derived 1 class, but we are not able to access it outside the class using the object name and the dot operator. Why? Because we are inheriting it as a public data member or member function. Okay, so we are inheriting it as a protected member. Okay, and protected members are accessible only inside the derived classes, they are not accessible outside. That is why this statement is not working. Okay, instead let us try to put this statement here. When we will call set k, we will make a call to set ij. Set ij will set the value of I and j, and then this statement will set the value of k. Okay, this is valid, I think. Let us try to run this. This is not working, so we can omit this, but set k is working because set k is the member of derived class, public member of derived class. Let us run it. It is working very well. Okay, so you can see now that through inheritance, how many members are there in derived 1? Derived 1 has got I, it has got j from the base class, and it has got set ij function from the base class, and it has got show ij function from the base class. It has got int k from the derived class itself. So these are all the protected data members of or member functions of this class: I, j, set ij, show ij and k. And what are the public data members of this class? The public data members of this class are set k and show k. Okay, so all these members I, j, set ij, show ij and k, they are accessible only inside this class, they are not accessible outside. That is why this statement was giving us an error. While set k and show k, they are public members, they are accessible outside the class. So that is why this statement was running perfectly. Okay, and in order to set the values of I and j, we put a call to set ij here. Okay, because the members of a class can access themselves. Okay, that they can access each other. Okay, so set k can access set ij, show k can access show ij, and so on. So within a class all the members are accessible. Okay, and if I try to run this statement show ij, will it work or not? Pause this video and think for a moment. So the answer is it will not work. Why? Because show ij, as I showed here, it is a protected member of derived class. Protected members are not accessible outside the class. So this will not work. Okay. So in order to show the values of I and j, I put a call to show ij here. Okay. It is fine. It is working now. So we can place a call to show k here. So it will call this function show k. Show k will call show ij, and value of I and j will be displayed, and then the value of k will be displayed. So I, j and k, all the values are being shown.